Yep.
my god, that's so nice.
And I could like, it would depend on my setting too. Right now I've been always facing that way, but I want to, I have to do last setting so I could easily flip and turn to myself.
That's so nice. I want one. I'm
Mm.
sold. You sold me more.
It's doing face tracking right now, so, see how it's tracking my face?
That's so
So if I'm walking around vlogging,
Is it gimbal?
it's a gimbal.
It is?
Yeah. So like it's very stable. Here, try it. Press face yourself. Double click to center, and then there you go. It's already tracking you. Yeah. All right, everyone. So I am right now at BlizzCon trying out using the DJI Pocket 3, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I am surrounded by crowd. There's noises, there's speakers, there's like people playing video games, there's like announcement going on. But I am using the DJI Mic 2, which has lots of great quality to it. It has 32-bit flow. It has wireless transmission of internal 8GB recording. So all the good stuff. I am also shooting in low light right now, so it is pretty dark in here. If anyone have ever been to BlizzCon, we all know it is super dark in here. But I think it's actually doing a pretty good job. However, using low lights, I am sacrificing a few things. Number one, I do not have 60 frames per second. It's forcing me to use shooting at 30 frames per second. I also don't have zoom. And also, lastly, I don't have face tracking. So if I move, it will not follow my face. And also, it doesn't come with D-Lock anymore. So I am shooting with the profile that it comes with using low light mode. Obviously, the Pocket 3 is super small, but the accessories that comes with it that all fit in the bag also fit very small inside this bag, very tight. So meaning I only have to bring this bag and has all the accessories I need. Because it is so small, I can carry it in my pocket. I can fit the camera inside my right pocket. I can put the mic in the little coins pocket, and also my battery handle and the little mini tripod in my back pocket as well. One thing I noticed about the battery handle is that the light there actually is also a status light. It shows you how much battery it has left inside the battery. So the light is actually orange instead of the green. When it's charging, it also tells you, it's charging, it's flashing. So it's not just a battery handle, it's also a status light. So if you have been using the gimbal for a bit, when you turn it on, it instantly go to the recording screen and will start recording. It will even skip the DJI logo. Alright, this is comparing between iPhone 0.5 versus the DJI Osmo. So left side, I have my iPhone at 0.5 camera. On the right side, I have the DJI Osmo. So if you have the DJI Mic to turn on, it will show you instantly when you turn on the Pocket 3 that the mic is already connected, and also show you the battery level. And of course, this being the DJI Mic 2, it is a wireless mic. So meaning I can go anywhere, not close to the camera, and it will still record my voice pretty good. And because it's pretty good, it's also because it has a 32-bit flow, so even if I speak very quietly or very loud, it will never peak or never lose any sound. And again, because it's wireless, I can go really far. And on top of that, it actually has an internal recording. So even if I walk really far away, and if my camera for some reason lost connection, I actually do not know the range, but let's say I lost connection from the camera, and I will still have a copy of this recording in this mic. Another thing is that with this camera is if I for some reason lost the sound, I lost the audio, let's say I turn it off, or if I have no battery, it shows me on the screen that the connection has lost, but the audio is actually still recording. It's recording through the mic on the camera. So unlike using a 3.5 jack, where sometimes when you unplug it, you have no recording whatsoever, I have done that before. But with this, that wouldn't be an issue. So this is shooting in low light. It's actually pretty good. Not only that, it's doing a pretty good job shooting in this really dark hall right now. So you can see the ISO level here on the upper right hand corner. It shows you the number, and it keeps changing because of the environment change. But as you can tell, it is going pretty high. It go up to 2,000 or upward to 5,000. But of course, it can go up all the way to 16,000.
even in this low light situation, it's doing a very good job keeping the noise down and keeping the ISO low while taking a lot of light into the camera. And of course, using f2 lens, that would kind of help with keeping the noise down as well.
Another thing is that using the gimbal is very intuitive with the hand, because you just move your wrist and it will turn exactly where you want to record. Let's say I see the spanner up there, like I really want to record it, I just point up and it will start going toward that way. There are 3 modes that you can choose when it comes to setting the camera. You can use follow mode, tilt lock, and FPV, which are very standard for all the DJI gimbal. And the good thing is that it's actually very friendly, user-friendly. Like it has all this description of how to use each of the mode. Follow mode is what you are going to be using most of the time. So as I said earlier, this gimbal is small. It's even smaller when I take out the battery, and I'm recording right now. I took it out while recording. So again, just like the mic, I can remove things while recording, not skipping a beat. Great, I love that. And look how small this is. Like, look at this. The little handle plus the little tripod is actually just as tall, if not taller, than the camera itself. And it is tiny, it is small. I love it. Like this is like pocket size. Like I can fit this anywhere I go. So super fun.
As you can see, the Osmo Pocket 3 is so much smaller than just the traditional DJI Osmo gimbal for the phone. And on top of that, because it does internally connect to the DJI Mic 2, you don't have to attach another thing to your camera, to your gimbal, to your phone, or whatever, just to receive sound. One thing about using the 32-bit float recording is that it's something you have to turn on in the setting. So once it's connected, you can swipe down, click on settings, and then go to your mic setting, and then making sure you scroll down to the 32-bit float recording and turn that on.
Okay, so here's another thing about using a gimbal camera versus your phone is that I don't have to choose between using the front-facing camera or the back-facing camera anymore, because we know the front-facing camera on the phone is usually not that great. The resolution is a bit lower and the quality is really a bit kind of suffer. But using the gimbal camera, I actually have only one camera here, so I'm not really have to choosing between front or back and having worry that sometimes I want a better image, better video quality. However, I have to use the back-facing camera so I can't see where I'm shooting at, like where I'm shooting like this and guessing I'm shooting right. With this camera, I have no problem because the screen is facing me at all time. To also give a sense of like how loud and crowded this area is, I'm gonna turn off my mic real quick to see what the ambient sound like. Alright, so I'm no longer connected to this. This is turned off. Now I'm surrounded by just using the surround sound, and there's a speaker going on. So I'm sure it's a lot harder to hear me than I am using the DJI Mic 2. Alright, I'm gonna turn it back on. I was doing a recording and sounds like it recorded, like it connected back to this mic again. So I can actually talk right here and there's no problem recording my voice. I can actually see it on my camera instantly on the Pocket 3. It shows that it has been connected and a little bar to show how is my mic picking up my voice. So that is a very cool feature to have, to able to disconnect and reconnect your mic while recording without interrupting your shot. It is currently 7 p.m. outside, so it's definitely dark. The sunset is like at 6-ish now. There's some lights because of street lamp and that kind of stuff, but other than that, it's pretty dark, so the low light mode is still doing a really good job. I'm next to a fountain, super loud, but this mic should able to just pick up my voice. Now, another thing that someone mentioned earlier is that bringing the gimbal in, that's the biggest part. Because right now at BlizzCon, they actually do not allow anyone bringing any professional camera. I only have this camera with me because I am pressed for this event, but normally, this would not be allowed at all. My friend is a photographer. He actually wouldn't able to get in with that, with the big DSLR that he has or his mirrorless camera. So again, this is such a great thing because it is so small. It doesn't look like I'm doing professional video. People don't get suspicious or giving never suspicious. It's more just like people have worry about you having a very expensive camera. That's always been a problem in convention, at concerts, and also at any even public mall that you have in LA, since it's close to Hollywood. Now, speaking of concert, tomorrow there's actually a concert going on. They have a K-pop band, I believe. So I'm gonna try to use this camera at that concert to see how to perform in this low light performance, and also like, you know, if anyone have a problem of me using this camera or, you know, blocking anyone's view. So let's jump to that. Alright, so this is the final test of how we're doing with the lav mic right here. I have the DJI Mic 2 right here. I can barely hear myself because there is a concert going on right behind me. It's a giant concert, K-pop concert, loud performance, loud fans. So I want to see if I can able to hear myself even in post. The good thing is that this is 32-bit flow. So even if I'm not using it to record my own voice, I can use it to record the performance and then adjust the volume later in post.
So of course, one downside about using the gimbal, however, is that you don't really get to control the lens. You cannot really zoom in, it's only one lens, and also pretty wide. So you can see some of my shots at a concert is actually kind of overexposed the singer on the stage because it's trying to making sure the other area, which is super dark, like the crowd, to be also in the shot as well, and it's not, you know, underexposed. So that is kind of a downside. In those situations, you might have to use manual mode. And of course, you know, since you have no lens changes, you are kind of stuck with that lens. And that's the one downside of using a gimbal camera. So when you have the DJI Mic 2 connected to the Pocket 3 and so turn on, you can actually press the power button and that will turn on low noise mode. Of course, you can do it in the settings on the camera as well, but what it does is that it keeps the noise level around you to lower and focus on your voice. You can also press the red button on the other side and that will actually start your recording, so you can actually use the mic as a remote too if you want to.
Alright. Now that I am back from BlizzCon, I got a chance to look at my footage and they look great. Like, I was really surprised how great the low noise, or low light situation. There's low noise actually, I don't see a lot of noise in the video. And even the video I uploaded to YouTube, the walkthrough of BlizzCon, it looks amazing. Given that the camera is so small and so easy to handle, so small little camera that I have right here, I was blown away. The audio part, that is actually the most surprising part. It's like I'm using this little mic down here, and I was watching the footage of me from the concert. That is what blew me away because I literally could not hear myself at all while watching the concert. It was loud, the fans were loud, the stage was loud, the speaker was super loud. Like I was literally screaming on the top of my lung. So I think this is gonna be my go-to vlog camera. If anyone asks me like what camera you would suggest for travel vlogging, there's no question asked. This DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is the one to go, at least at this current moment. Maybe I'll try to do some cinematic videos with it and see if this could compare versus, you know, the maybe big camera mirrorless I use. I mean, the only thing is that I cannot change lens, so I'm kind of stuck to one focal length. And I don't think I'm able to set the aperture. So it's good that if I put something close to my hand, you can see the background blur out. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you have as much fun watching this as I have was creating this. But other than that, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.